Please be seated. Good evening. My name is Chris Louder, Superintendent of Cabarrus County Schools, and on behalf of the Cabarrus County Board of Education and the Cabarrus County Schools Administration, I would like to welcome you to today's graduation ceremony as we celebrate and recognize the class of 2019. Each year around this time, I start thinking about graduation and what I'm going to say for my remarks. My major challenge is how to get a group of 17 to 18-year-olds who are nervous and uncomfortable to listen to a 50-year-old man in a dress, speak for a few minutes, and hopefully remember a line or two. The people around me know I'm constantly searching for the right topic. This year, I spoke to our principals at a principals meeting, and when I was finished, one of the principals came up and said, "I think you just got your idea for your graduation speech." And after thinking about it, I decided that they were right. What I spoke to the principals about that day was new beginnings and how they affect people in different ways. I talked to them about a song that has always made me think. The song is called "Closing Time" by a band called Semisonic that was released about 20 years ago. The song takes the idea of the end of a night and the closing of a nightclub and makes it a much deeper idea about life. The line that captured my attention the first time I heard it is the line that is repeated throughout the song. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Let me say that one more time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. What I think the song does so well is explore how it is exactly these beginnings and endings that make life so interesting and worth living, and how they mean different things to different people when they occur. The reason I think it's such a great song for graduation is here you are at the end of your high school career, at the end of 13 years of education that began when you walked into that kindergarten class in 2006, and at the end of a somewhat pre-scheduled life that's guided you for a long time. For some of you, the end is scary because it will be very different. And for others of you, the end is thrilling because it will be so different. At the same time you're having these endings, you're also having many new beginnings. You'll begin to manage your finances, begin college, begin to be a member of the workforce, and begin to be an overall independent member of society. For all of you, today's end is a new beginning as you walk out of this arena as high school graduates and begin your life as newly independent adults. You see, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. As you walk out of here with all of your hope and possibility and new beginnings, I hope you realize that for many of your parents and relatives, it is a very scary time. Their lives are also going to change, as many of you will move out and their homes will be different. Your enthusiasm for your new life and your new beginnings can be scary to your parents. They are scared that the baby that they brought home from the hospital with that little tiny wristband is now an adult and is walking out into the great big world, and they won't be able to hold your hand the way they did when your tiny hand grabbed their fingers as a baby, or when you nervously grabbed their hands as you walked into kindergarten for the first time. They want you to be successful adults, but you should be sensitive that your new beginning is coming at one of their toughest ends. You see, they know that some of your beginnings are going to be great, and others are not going to be as good as you thought. You're probably going to discover that living independently costs more than you thought. And sometimes it was actually nice for someone to tell you what to do because then you didn't have to think about it. Freedom comes with a lot of responsibility, and some adults reminisce about the days that they didn't have to think. They just got up and went to school. Your parents wish they could protect you from these decisions and from the world. They wish they could just hold your hand and everything would be okay. But you and they, deep down, know that they have to let you go and start all of your new beginnings, because every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. And so class of 2019 is closing time. And as the song says, it's time to open all the doors and let you out into the world. As you walk through the doors, know that we all love you and that we're very proud of you. We can't wait to see all the things you can do, and we can't wait to celebrate you and all of your new beginnings. But as you walk on that journey that will be filled with some beginnings and some endings, never forget that your loved ones are right there to hold your hand if you need them, and that every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
Good afternoon. First, I would like to say thank you to the friends, family, faculty, administration, and honored guests for being here this evening to celebrate with the class of 2019 on this very special day in our lives. Today is the day we move on to the next step after high school. Today we graduate and become Viking alumni, part of the vast network of individuals throughout the world who are united by the green and gold of Central Cabarrus High School. Today is the day that we thank our friends and family for being here with us today and supporting us throughout these years. We also thank our teachers and the other people in our lives who have helped us stand here today. Before we begin, I would like to introduce a few special guests who are with us. Superintendent of Cabarrus County Schools, Dr. Chris Lauder, Cabarrus County School Board Chairman, Ms. Cindy Furtenbaugh, and Cabarrus County School Board Vice Chairman, Mr. Rob Walter. I would also like to welcome the following Cabarrus County School Board members: Laura Blackwell, Carolyn Carpenter, Holly Grimsley, David Harrison, and Barry Shoemaker. I would also like to mention Ms. Lynn Reimer, Deputy Superintendent of School Operations, Dr. Crystal Hill, Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction, Ms. Glenda Jones, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, and Ms. Kelly Klutz, Chief Financial Officer. Thank you once again to all of you who are here today to celebrate and honor our accomplishments. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to take this opportunity to explain to all of you the significance of our school crest and what it is meant to symbolize to those at Central Cabarrus High School. As we all know, our school colors are forest green and gold, and our school crest is a shield that has 4 different sections. The upper left corner displays a green scale of justice on a gold background, which represents a democratic form of justice. The upper right corner shows our gold block intertwined CC that represents the athletic aspect of our school program. The lower left corner displays a gold scroll on a forest green background with the date 1966 written on it to symbolize our school's scholastic achievement and founding date. The lower right corner illustrates a golden Saturn on a background of gold to represent the space age and our once modern planetarium. Lastly, the horizontal division of the crest represents 3 interlocked open books to represent the 3 school communities that join together for a progressive educational effort, while the wavy vertical division is symbolic of Meadow Creek, where the discovery of gold emanated the development of Cabarrus County. The crest in its entirety is made up of a Viking and its shield to model the ideals, morals, and overall foundation of what it means to be a true CCHS Viking. Thank you.
Fellow students, we arrived here only 4 short years ago, and now it's already time to leave. How did it all go by so fast? It seems like just yesterday we were all awkward little freshmen trying to find the rooftop pool access, figure out where our next class was, and looking absolutely clueless at all the upperclassmen. Now we are the upperclassmen, the seniors, the big kids, who stand here anxious, ready to graduate on the brink of the real world. Yet, at this seminal moment, we can't help but to look back. A little over 12 years ago, I was 6, and it was my first day of school. I was excited with my new High School Musical lunchbox. My parents were there with their cameras, snapping pictures, wishing me well, and telling me not to worry. Minus the High School Musical lunchbox, today isn't so different. My parents are here with their cameras, snapping pictures, and telling me not to worry. But I am worried. We are all worried. This is how things are different. 12 years ago, I was excited. I had no idea about the implications of the journey I was about to begin. How do we measure the time we've spent in high school? In the beginning, we measured it in class periods, counting down the time until the bell rang, releasing us all into the overcrowded hallways, pushing and shoving our way into our next class. As the days and weeks passed, we measured it in semesters. We moved away from being awkward, clueless little freshmen onto being sophisticated sophomores who thought they had it all figured out. By the time we reached our junior year, we were confident, no sign of cluelessness, and we were no longer awkward. Well, most of us, that is. We were ready to rule the school. And now, here we stand. Our rule is over. It's time for us to step into the real world. As some of us may move on to college, others will go straight into the workforce or even join the military. Each of us will measure our time here much differently. I will measure in all the friendships I've enjoyed from the past 4 years. Some ended at the beginning and some only grew stronger. Some were pretty casual and some were much more meaningful. I will remember each one fondly. And when all of our high school memories begin to fade, that's how we'll ultimately measure our time spent here. Not in periods, semesters, or years, but in the friendships we enjoyed throughout the years. High school has been a challenge for all of us, so thank you to the teachers, parents, and the staff who helped us through each and every challenge. To the teachers, thank you for selflessly sharing your time, talent, and knowledge with us. Yes, I know it's your job, but what you did outside of the call of duty is what means the most to us. Repeatedly explaining assignments when you knew we weren't paying attention, staying after school to help us when you could have gone home to be with your families. You put in effort to make the lessons more interesting so we wouldn't tune out. You demanded excellence whether or not we wanted to give it. You set the bar high and challenged us to live up to it. To the parents, thank you for dragging us out of bed every morning to make sure we weren't late, fed and clothed us. You helped us with our homework, paid our class fees, and listened to us complain, and even wiped our tears when we had absolutely no idea what was going on in math. You were always there when we needed you, but always gave us enough space to learn things on our own. You came to every single one of our plays, concerts, games, and even volunteered. These are just a few of the thousands of ways you have helped us through this journey. To the administration and staff, thank you for making high school about more than just classwork. Through sports, clubs, and other extracurricular activities, we have learned teamwork, discipline, and good sportsmanship. Thank you for keeping our school clean and safe. We all know what slobs we've been. Thank you for keeping things running so smoothly and guiding us down the right path, or some of us may not be here to walk across this stage today. As you see, behind each graduate, there are so many people who have influenced our lives, helped us learn, and guided us. The best way us graduates can show our gratitude is to use all of the lessons we have been taught to put our best foot forward. These past 4 years have been full of challenges, but each and every accomplishment is important to our own individual success. What I'm saying may not be important to all of you, and I may not have the power to inspire you. But the future is truly in our hands. Some of us, including our parents, are wondering how our lives are going to turn out. It's okay to wonder. It's okay to not know exactly what comes next. But I also think it's important to realize that our future isn't something that just happens to us. We must first create it. So, fellow graduates, I urge you today to embrace the challenges you are faced with. Take what you have learned from the past 12 years and put it to good use. For today is the first day of the rest of our lives. Leave behind what isn't helpful. For me, I'm leaving my High School Musical lunchbox, and bring forward all of the lessons we have learned from the past 12 years. For we are Central. Congratulations, class of 2019.
It is a great honor and privilege to have this opportunity to address the Central Cabarrus High School graduating class of 2019. With Viking pride, I would like to first highlight a few of this class's accomplishments. The class of 2019 has earned 144 scholarships totaling over $9.9 million. During their time at Central Cabarrus, the class of 2019 has completed 973 college-level courses through advanced placement classes on campus and career and college promise courses at local community colleges. This class is marked by their commitment to duty and service. The class has more than 20 appointments to military academies or enlistments in one of the military branches. These Vikings will go on to serve our country proudly. In addition to academic and civic pursuits, the senior class has been responsible for an array of athletic accomplishments over the previous 4 years, including playoff berths, conference and sectional championships, as well as qualifying for regional and state meets and tournaments. Most importantly, in both victory and defeat, these seniors have shown commitment, character, and resilience. Many members of this graduating class have contributed to building and maintaining exemplary arts programs. These seniors have participated in state-level competitions through chorus and band MPA, consistently earning superior ratings. They've established the district's only high school orchestra program. They've been a part of productions that were nominated for the Bloomie Awards, and their artwork has been featured across our region. Class of 2019 members have traveled across our state and region, representing Central Cabarrus High School in competitions such as Speech and Debate, Skills USA, Hunter Safety, and countless other events. In addition, we've had students represent our school at the state and national levels in various student organizations, including DECA, FBLA, FFA, HOSA, TSA, Masonry, Carpentry, and JROTC. Most importantly, this class has served our community throughout their time at CCHS. Over their 4 years, they've contributed thousands of volunteer hours and have participated in charitable events that have raised tens of thousands of dollars for those in need. Seniors, in just a few minutes, you will walk across this stage and become a graduate of Central Cabarrus High School. As the 53rd graduating class of CCHS, you will join the multi-generational family of Viking alumni. As a Viking alumnus, there is no greater honor for me than to welcome this senior class to our family. We are a proud family, we are a devoted family, we are an unconditionally accepting and loving family. We are Central Cabarrus High School. Class of 2019, as each of you cross this stage and transition from student to alumnus, you will begin the next chapter of your life. But never forget, once a Viking, always a Viking. Dr. Louder and special guest, it is my pleasure to present the following candidates for graduation from Central Cabarrus High School. Junior marshals, please take your places.
Elena Nicole Ablard. Keanu Andrew Abrahams. Jacob Spencer Dawson Acampanado. Melody Dayanara Acosta Fuentes. Dominic Rashawn Affleck. Noah Scott Albertson. Virginia Claire Alexander. Maria Paula Alfaro Lopez. Emily Madeline Alisea. Juan David Alisea. Ismael Aldo Almazan Aguiano. Jelani Christopher Alston. Kayleen Marlene Amaya. Kobe Bryce Anderson. Jordan Lee Anderson. Aaron Alexander Andor. Richard Noy Andrade. Caleb Brandon Archer. Jacqueline Christine Avila. Leah Raquel Aviles. Nicholas Sebastian Ait. Ruth Victoria Ba. Savannah Graceland Baglio. Ethan Tyler Bailey. Jake Alexander Bailey. Thomas Scott Baker. Janesh Balanagesh Warren. Hannah Nicole Ballantyne. Jenna Ruth Barbie. Nicolette Page Barbie. Jessica Morgan Barber. Nicholas Gabriel Barbera. Jamez Tavion Barnes. Sharon Floridalma Barrios Morales. Nelly Yaneli Bartolo Hernandez. Brianna Miriam Bates. Joshua Dallin Beaver. Akira Ronze Bell. Cameron Damon Bellamy Clowers. Lamon Miguel Benson. Sean Jacob Bentley. Munsha Mushtaq Bahati. Madison Joy Biddy. Bryson Shea Birmingham. Charisse Cyan Bishop. Tara Lynn Blakey. Dakota Leanne Blankenship. Angelina Renee Bond. William Russell Bowen. Derek Andre Boykins. Kobe Austin Boyder. Samuel Gavin Bradshaw. Brianna Nicole Brentnall. Anissa Lisa Brown. Austin Eric Brown. Cole Lee Brown. Reagan Elizabeth Brown. Haley Elizabeth Bryan. Connor James Burke. Deja Latanya Burrows. Lexi Mackenzie Butcher. Takai Eugene Butler. Malaya Ayana Bird. Denise Cabrera Mendoza. Lance Rayshung Cagle. Cameron Amari Calloway. James William Campbell. Litzy Candela Cruz. Cameron Timothy Carmona. Leza Giovanna Carnevallini. Margaret Castaigne. Araceli Castro. Giovanni Deza Chula. Isabel Valeria Cisneros Vega. Ryan Michael Clancy. Christian Ramirez Clayton. Reagan Bailey Clemens. Antonio Marquez Coleman. Ariana Vicky Lee Collins. Casey Marie Caldwell. Lily Elizabeth Cook. Micah Emmanuel Cooper. Deron Rivaldo Cortez Najera. Gabriela Rubri Cano. Joshua Alexander Cox. Jeffrey D. Crosby. Andrea Alexandra Cruz Garcia. Angel Cruz Guzman. Christopher Blake Curry. Alan Bryce D'Amico. Jeremiah Darius Day. Austin Jarrett Davis. Brenna Leanne Davis. Jada Monet Davis. Seth Nicholas Deans. Megan Carey Delgado. Peyton Elizabeth Deming. Isenelis Nicole Codais Cojazo. Jacqueline Diane De Benedetto. Jason Daniel Durantes. Ashley Lynn Dougal. Joshua Riley Duncan. Christian Lee Dunlap. Okaze Matthew Ejim. Justin Matthew Elkins. Tanaya Latrice Elliott. Jenna Delaney Ensley. Gavin Alexander Ennis. Gabriela Enriquez. Fabiola Estevez, Sophia Nadine Estrada, Samantha Lacey Evans, Antoinette Kinte Lexham, Tanera Lene Farmer, Tiona Renee Farmer, Alexa Ann Federico, Caitlin Francis Fennell, Dominic Michael S. Farrell, Dallas Irvin Ford, Aaron Chad Ford, Zachary Emerson Ford, Mia Alexis Foster, Austin Gerald Frazier, Tana Michael Fries, Elijah Eugene Fry, Nasim Sharif Fuller, Caitlin Eden Futch, Ethan Scott Gannis, Brianna Marie Garcia, Giselle Stephanie Garcia Ramos, Caroline Ruth Garnett, Ashlyn Renee Gaub, Alexandra Goss, Hannah Leanne Giocondo, Bradford Warren Godkin, Jessica Elizabeth Gorton, Grady Niaite Grant, Ethan Bruce Gravette, Jamarius Avant Greer, Heather Brooke Guyton, Connor Jensen Hagler, Aaron Scott Haygood, Julie Ann Harkey, Javier Yero Harmon, Cara Monique Harper, India Malaya Harrell, Genesis Maxwell Harrison, Gaddafi Damon Harvey, Michaela Brooke Hatfield, Ronald Flynn Helms III, Jacob Allen Hendricks, Leslie Herrera Soriano, Jadis Xavier Lavaud Heslop, Jessica Lorraine Higgins, Jacob Adam Hill, Kalia Brianna Hill, Dustin Dwight Hillenberg, Jordan Ashley Himes, Chloe Janae Hinson, Robert Wayne Heinzman, Sean Christopher Hopkins, Jaquez Antoine Houston, Anaya Montrese Huntley, Jonathan Thomas Huntley, Zane Imran, Bethany Grace Ballerino Ivan, Alfonso Fontana Jackson Jr., Cameron Roy James, Jared Jackson Jenkins, Aiden Lee Johnson, Bailey Elizabeth Johnson, Bernard Maurice Johnson, Devonye Duval Johnson, Che Brian Jones Jr., Keith McGuire Jones II, Lauren Kelly Jones, Mason Lee Jordan, Walter William Jordan III, Emily Page Kalida, Hannah Comron, Lamar Joseph Kendrick Dial, Timothy Ryan Kern, India Amaya Mache Kearns, Elizabeth Renee Kilgo, Carissa Michelle Kimbrough, Haley Brooke Kaiser, Taylor Elise Kaiser, Jacob Kishko, Nicholas Marshall Kissler, Joseph Aaron Kleinerk, Zoe Michaela Klein, Jasmine Marie Knight, Mackenzie Nicole Keffler, Isaac Walter Kunish, Jackson Lane Lambert, Jacob Ethan Laram, Antonio Nathaniel Lathan III, Khalil Naquan Lemons, Sarah Ann Levinson, Yashayla Lene Lewis, Kyle Edward Lilly, Christopher Scott Little, Kenyon Markey Little, Elvin Hanja Liu, Ann Paloma Mafone Lloyd, Brenda Guadalupe Lopez, Christian Lopez Rendon, Leda Aneoli Laure Luzon, Erica Marie Losey, Cameron Mitchell Love, Lily Brooke Lowry, Hufrel Luna Ramirez, Michaela Louise Machado, Hilary Macias Romero, Amin Khalil Martin, Catra Martinez Camarillo, Kenya Martinez Camarillo, Alistair Lewis Mason, Solomon Isaiah Mason, Taiwan Harvey Lamitra Mason, Elijah Laron Mays, Natalie Ann McCoy, Katie Diane McDonald, Rebecca Christine McDonald, Kwame Tashid McEwen, Evan Kyle McGee, Savannah Hope McLaughlin, Matthew Allen McGregor, Nadia Janae Nicole McLean, Damon Christopher McNair, Kieran Joseph McNally III, Jake Ethan Meckley, America Lisbeth Melendez Dominguez, Amanda Kate Melello, Haley Marie Melton, Damian Sherrod Melvin II, Yadi Mendoza, Nicholas Eugene Mendoza Soriano, Blaine Lincoln Mercer, Amari Zane Merritt, Kirsten Nicole Michael, Dania Keshawn Miller, Dejana Yvonne Milner, Antonio Molina III, Jaslyn Monsivais, Jayla Autumn Moore, Jacqueline Morales Quintana, Sapora Sharelle Morissette, Tegra Milolo Pembu, Joseph Philip Mahonen, Tatiana Umbia Mutua, Alexandra Desiree Neal, Emily Ann Neal, Zachary Wayne Nesbitt, Judea Tamisha Nesbitt, Abigail Naveros Villagomez, Kevin Lee Newman, Molly Ann Niekamp, Cameron Paul Niemeyer Cox, Kyrene Malik Norris, Marlene Nunez Garcia, Matthew James Olmsted, Ariana Nakira Orr, Nader Raul Ortiz Duran, Edwin Daniel Ortiz Santillan, Madeline Ray Osborne, Martha Lizeth Ovando, Caitlin Noel Page, Joseph Daniel Palco, Francisco Clavel Palma, Caleb Dean Palmer, Easton Monterey Park, Nadeja Monet Secres Patterson, Olma Perez, Giselle Paloma Perez Vidal, Micah Matthew Peralt, Omar Malik Phillips, Emily Catherine Pistoni, Ariana Elena Poole, Rachel Nicole Poss, Summer Delaney Post, Cristal Lynn Poulos, Madison Grace Powell, Olivia Gabrielle Powers, Jason Patrick Presley, Andre Louise Quiros Denise, Caron Jadarius Rab, Chelsea Lynn Radford, Rudy Fernando Ramos, Jamie Ramos Barrera, Caitlin Joy Randall. Shalana Simone Rich. Kelly Jorea Richardson. Makai Rondell Richardson. Simone Nicole Richardson. Claudia Rivera. Nasia Hajar Rizwan. Colton Neal Roberts. Kevin Robles. Sierra Hope Rodriguez. Carlos Manuel Rodriguez Villa. Benjamin Lee Rogers. Andre Rojas Chavez. Connor Samuel Roman. Emerson Tamaro Rowe. Gideon Sajlia Roy. Jensen Todd Roy. Bailey McKay Rubel. Iverson DeMarco Ruffin. Amber Celeste Ruiz. Jason Josue Ruiz Arianes. Christopher Ruiz Benitez. Kelly Lizeth Rumbo Hernandez. Justin Nicholas Rushing. Austin Blake Russ. Carlos Jeremiah Sampson. Danielle Sanchez Martinez. Fernando Abel Santiago Batista. Benjamin Santiago Valente. Dylan James Searcy. Ciara Elizabeth Schwartz. Zania Janae Scott. Dijonay Cornice Scrutchings. Donovan Michael Silva. Jada Michaela Shanice Silver. Hakeem Simmons Jr. Owen Andrew Simpson. Delaney Sigmund Smith. Jacob Hallard Smith. Karen Lynn Smith. Stephen Michael Smith. Walker Riley Smith. Zipporah Rebecca Monique Stowell. Emma Whitley Stabel. Megan Leanne Steed. Isaiah Nathan Summers. Tabian Anthony Tapp. Noah Robert Taylor. Aramis Tenorio Arianes. Christina Marie Daggard. Nasir Rasan Thomas. Felicia Renee Thompson. Spencer Von Endifer Thompson. Destiny Lynn Thornton. Grace Marie Trevino. Daisy Renee Tucker. Riley Stephanie Tucker. Bridget Lynn Tidings. Joel Robert Vaccaro. Leslie Valdespino Moran. Carlos Manuel Valencia Gomez. Sarah Marie Vance. Afuma Waindim. Brian Wayne Walker. Paul Brian Walker II. Rakeem D'Angelo Wallace. Tyron DeWitt Wallace. Madison Michelle Walter. Kevin Jason Wang. John Tyler Warlick. Brandy Nicole Warren. George Ivan Lamont Washington Jr. Caleb Edward Watson. Anaya Delmaria Wenner. Jacob Allen Weinstein. Randy Al Werner Jr. Madeline May White. Jamir Osiris Whitley. Jonathan Donnell Williams. John A. Sincere Williams. Kaylani Denise Wilson. Oksana Monet Wilson. Mitchell David Winterberg. Anna Greer Workman. Brittany Lakeisha Wright. Caleb Thomas Yarborough. Joshua Michael Yost. Kira Danielle Young.
Will the class of 2019 please stand? As the principal of Central Cabarrus High School and by the power vested in me by the state of North Carolina and Cabarrus County Schools, I now pronounce you, the class of 2019, graduates of Central Cabarrus High School. Seniors, you may move your tassels.